The Visiting Scholar Program actually started in 2016, and it was started by the wonderful Dr. Don Saunders, who was so remarkable and such a educational maven. And the first scholar, most people don't know, was Walter Brueggemann. And Walter, unfortunately, had a kidney problem, so he couldn't come. And so we got Brent Strong to come, and he was delightful. And he talked about the Old Testament was dying. And that was very sad for all of us, but he said it with a lot of humor. The second scholar we had was Norman Wurzbach, who was quite wonderful, and surely I'll tell you a bit more about him. But the vision was that we would bring people from all over the country to educate us and to inspire us and to help us deepen our faith. And that vision has never changed, because we think it's such a wonderful thing, and we think Rumpel is so lucky to have a program like this in Scholar. After we had our first Visiting Scholar, Brent Strong, who talked about the Old Testament dying, something interesting happened. Kathy started reading more from the Old Testament. Now, she may deny this, but it was the truth. And then the second Visiting Scholar, Norman Wurzbach, who talked so much about creation care in Genesis, made us all think we needed to do something about taking care of this earth. So our committee actually had a baby, and that baby was the Creation Care Committee. And Shirley and I'll never forget, met up in the Sunday school room, and we thought nobody's going to come, and that room was full of people, and it was so exciting. So that has been a permanent contribution from Visiting Scholar.
We have two resident scholars among us, Kathy Beach and Davis Hankins, and we rely on these two people to suggest possible scholars because of their work. So we do not have to be scholars to be on the committee, heaven knows, but we do have to have a curiosity about our faith. And I think that is the crux of Visiting Scholar, is we come to these either as committee people or as Rumpel participants because we are curious about our faith and what it means in how we live. And so as a result, Rumpel gets a Creation Care Committee. We learn that we may be neglecting the Old Testament, and so on and so forth. We have around 30 to 40 people who come to these events. We would love for it to be many more, of course. And we hope over time this program establishes itself as an important part, not only for Rumpel, but for the community, to participate in hearing a scholar tell of their work and learn from it.
Our next Visiting Scholar and I have two things in common: our love of God and I love the Mavericks basketball team. Unfortunately, he likes Duke, and I just can't do Duke.